Despite telling residents of East Palestine, Ohio, they were safe following a 2023 train derailment, the Biden administration secretly knew they weren't. The revelations coming in emails first obtained by News Nation showing the White House was concerned about cancer-causing toxins in the air following the burn of rail cars carrying 115,000 gallons of toxic vinyl chloride. 7 months after the 5 boxcars were burned, former President Biden sent a FEMA coordinator to East Palestine to document the town's unmet needs. The emails released through the Freedom of Information Act show communications between FEMA, the White House, NSC, and EPA expressing fears about the chemicals in the air after the rail disaster. FEMA executive Jim McPherson wrote in March 2024, the occurrence of a cancer cluster in East Palestine is not zero. As you all are aware, the first 48 hours of the fire created a really toxic plume. The messages also note the need for a tripwire to identify cancer clusters. Leslie Pacey, who works with the Government Accountability Project, which sued FEMA to get the emails, tells News Nation the memos reveals what the administration wouldn't say publicly.
FEMA knew healthcare was the #1 issue. They called this plume a really toxic plume. They knew that there would be the potential for cancer clusters. There's White House officials and National Security Council officials discussing the dangers of the cancer cluster potential and the health issues, and discussing whether or not to release the unmet needs report to the public and to the media.
The unmet needs report was never released. Pacey also says the administration fell short in monitoring the ground and water for toxins as well as air testing. She says planes monitoring air quality should have been deployed within 8 hours of the derailment instead of days later, which federal officials did, citing bad weather. Emails obtained by Pacey's organization also show FEMA's coordinator was instructed not to meet with the public. Resident Krista Graves tells the news outlet she experienced the problem firsthand.
A lot of us emailed and called that person and never got through. Eventually there was something said he didn't need our anecdotal reports.
Pacey says that's because the White House was more interested in public reassurances rather than public health, eventually leading to officials, including a U.S. senator, coming to East Palestine to drink the tap water and to show to residents they are safe and not in danger.
It's infuriating. We're supposed to believe that's not how our country runs. And I'm starting to see that that's how our country has always run.
A spokesperson for the Trump administration's Department of Homeland Security criticized the Biden administration in response to News Nation's report, calling another outrageous example of the gross mismanagement and treatment of the American people under the prior administration. They vowed this will never again happen under the leadership of President Trump and Secretary Noem. For more on this story, download the Straight Arrow News app or visit san.com. For Straight Arrow News, I'm Kaylee Carey.